Very great afternoon, all of you. Once again, I welcome you in my session. Today is day one of 5 days National FDP on developing leadership skills for enhancing personal and organizational outcome. Organized by Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, Vidya Vardhaka College of Engineering, Mysore, in association with Vihangam Techno Holistic Organization. So, all of you, a very great warm afternoon to you, and welcome to all of you in my session. Now, 3 days I am taking continuous 3 sessions. So, I am just considering it is a model 1 of 5 days FDP. Model 2 will be taken by another speaker. So, let us call this 3 days session as model 1 of 5 days FDP. Now, I would like to introduce model 1 in brief. So design of model 1 is done on the three cognitive levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Cognitive domain, so we will know about the leadership skills, qualities, skills, types. Then we will also assess our own qualities and skills and leadership styles. So that is psychomotor domain, involvement of hand, knowing, involvement of head. And also all the sessions are designed on affirmative domain too, so that after assessment we have to involve our head, hand, and also heart in the process of our own improvement. So I am expecting in all these 3 sessions we will use our head, hand, and heart too. So I am requesting all of you to sit with pen and pencil. So schedule of module 1 is like this in a brief way. Today we will see leadership skills, qualities and types, and little bit styles also. 2 to 3 styles I would like to take today. Then tomorrow we will see personality types and assessing our own personalities. Because leadership starts from ourselves. We must able to lead ourselves. To lead ourselves, we must know our own personality and other personality types also, so that we will be able to assign, load whatever work effectively depending upon the personality types. So this is very essential part of a leader to understand various personalities of our employees or team members and then assign the work to get effective outcome. Then day 3 will be leadership styles, different types of leadership styles, and then we will assess our own style and also make improvement plan. Throughout all the sessions, appreciation certificates will be given by Vihangam Techno Holistic Organization to the participants who will be very active, then who will win games and competitions, and who will give fast and good responses. So be ready to win the appreciation certificates. Now let us start session 1 of module 1, knowing about the leadership. Now content of this session 1 is, first I am talking on the contents, then we will see objectives of the session, then we will see learning outcomes. Because unless and until we don't define our outcomes, learning is not there. So defining outcome is very important. And in morning only I told you the learning levels are very high. Then we will see introduction about the leadership, what it is, why is it required, and whom to lead. Okay, leadership is there, but whom to lead? Then top skills required for leadership, top qualities, all skills, all types, all styles cannot be covered in 8 days or 1 week. This FDP. Leadership is a very vast area. But we will discuss only top skills, top qualities, and types of leaderships and few leadership styles we would like to cover. Then, what are the objectives of Module 1? Module 1 objectives are framed that self joy. You should enjoy this learning process of your well being. Then cultivating persons or leaders who are motivated and capable of creating positive impacts. Stimulate individual and overall growth and foster self leadership for emerging and established leaders. Support leaders for implementing learning with teams, reflecting on the results and refining. So I request all of you, whatever we will be discussing, reflect on that and refine for the impact. Now, learning outcomes of today's session, at the end of this first session of module 1, learners will be able to grasp essential leadership concepts, required qualities and skills. Then learners will also able to gain perspectives to enhance their personal and professional leadership skills. So I would like to request all participants while listening the skills and qualities, just note down your qualities, where you would like to improve, what action plan you would like to make. Go on noting down. Then only you will gain perspectives to enhance your personal qualities. Then learners will be also able to learn, reflect, refine, and assess their individual qualities and skills. This session will not only just knowing about the skills and qualities, but this session will help you to assess your own qualities and skills also. Because unless and until we don't implement our learning, there is no use of learning. Decide what actions and avenues are required to become a popular leader. So at the end of session, you should decide what are the avenues to you, what are the actions required from you to become a good popular leader. So let us see what is leadership. Leadership is the action of leading. Lead. Meaning of lead is simple to go. Go ahead. If suppose we are sitting together and I am just standing and doing some action. So this is just I'm leading you. I'm going ahead of you and just doing some action. And I'm telling you, see, I'm doing something, and then you can follow me, because at that time you will understand now something is happening, madam is standing, madam is doing something, and you will understand that action is very essential. So I will become your leader. So lead means just simply to go ahead. And today you have just attending this FDP, you have done one action of registering and attending this. So you are going ahead, leading. So it is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. It is never leading nothing but name is never in alone. It is in a team of organization or a group of people. But to lead other peoples, you must able to lead yourself. So, leadership is the ability of an individual or a group of individuals to guide. If suppose I am guiding you now, so this is the ability to become the leader. Just come ahead and take the FDP session. So it is the ability of individual just guiding, inspirations, motivations, solving the problems. By just doing such a simple actions, you can become leader. So it's the ability of an individual or a group of individuals to guide. Leadership is the process of persuasion. It is the persuasion. Somebody is persuading you to do some action or example by which an individual or leadership team induces a group to pursue objectives. So it is an induction phenomenon. I have stand up and you have recognized that you should stand up and you should follow me to do that action. So it is an induction. My action is induced in you. So that is about the leadership, persuading others and just induces a group to pursue objectives. Leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal. Suppose your goal is to go for the picnic. For picnic, there is no motivation is required. But suppose some consider difficult task. And if you are motivating other peoples to do that task, you will become leader. So it is a just art of motivating others. Now here one words or one, two, three sentences are written. So do focus on these sentences. It's very important that you will evaluate self. Am I a leader? Whatever I have talked about this leadership, you should not only listen, you have to ask, am I a leader? Whether I motivate peoples, whether I inspire peoples, whether I persuade peoples, whether I solve problems, whether I define clear cut goals. This is very, very important steps for the leader. Whether you define clear cut goals, what are the objectives, where you want to go, and motivate your team members, motivate your surrounding people, where to go. Do I have that attitude? Do I have that skills? How can I change? If I don't have this, note down motivation, inspirations. So that way you will start your leadership journey today. So do focus on these bottom lines. What is a leadership? It is the action of leading a group of people or organization. People have long confused the notion of leadership. Generally, we take this leadership in a different way. Meaning that suppose if I want to become a leader, means my position should be at top level in the organization. My authority should be very large. I should be boss. No, dear participant, leadership is don't have meaning that way. It is nothing to do with authority, power, and influence. Yes, of course, whatever are the qualities of a leader, authority, power has to have that qualities and skills of leadership. But we should not confuse between authority, power, or influence with leadership. Leadership is not the heroship. We generally say he is a leader. But in negative sense, we say he is a leader or she is a leader. In negative sense, we say. But here, when we are learning leadership, we have to understand it is not heroship. It is a collective, not an individual practice. I told you, when we will become leader, when only we will lead others. If five faculties are standing, five peoples are standing, and then if we are leading them, then only we will become leader. So it is a collective process, not an individual practice. So leadership is the action, not the position. It is the action. Just coming ahead and taking something of the charge, understanding objectives, just going ahead for the action. Just simply if you stand, that is also you are the leader for that action. Now, why leadership is important? So, developing our own leadership, invitational leadership, crisis leadership, emotional intelligent leadership, adaptive leadership is very important. Now, see this leadership invitational means whenever some circumstances arises, we should immediately come ahead and will start just taking actions. So that is called as invitational leadership. Crisis leadership means in certain problem, situation, crisis, we will just come ahead of the people. That is called as crisis leadership. So these are opportunities given to us to become a leader. Now, adaptive leadership means whatever are the types of leadership styles and types, we have to change our styles and types. That is called as adaptive leadership. So, learning to assess and assessing our own values, need for change, and value priority settings for bright future. Why we have to see this leadership? Because we must know what is my own values. We have to reflect it. What is my own values? What are the change required? I told you today 50% skilling is required. Reskilling is required. NEP is focusing on this leadership development. And if we don't know about leadership, then how we can tell our students? Then value priority settings. Okay, in our life, frequently we need to change our values. We need to change priority of values. We are getting lot of experiences day by day. So we have to change our values as per the need. So it is called as value priority settings for the future. But mind you, it doesn't mean that change our values depending upon the time for different aspects. For assessing our employers and employees leadership personality. So generally, if you see, if fresh graduates are giving interviews, now question are coming, what is your leadership style? Then fresh graduate cannot say where I am a leader. No, he or she must know what is his or her leadership style. So